Hello, I'm Nathaniel Hoover, aka GeminiLaser, and this is a video review / walkthrough / show-off video of Mega Man 7! Sorry, I don't know what that was. Lending their voices to the commentary in the year 20XX. Sorry, getting a little excited. Are my wife and two of my best buddies.
Hello, this is Z-saber.
Hey there, Dash Jump here.
Hey kids, this is Yoga Inferno. What?
So, this game picks up exactly where Mega Man 6 leaves off. Dr. Wily's been defeated and thrown into prison, and Mega Man has swapped out that silly rope for real future handcuffs. The music, as promised, is a slower remix of the end credits music from Mega Man 6. Wonderful continuity. Also love Cutman and Gutsman making a cameo in the comic and the newspaper. But... ... One of the reasons I hold Mega Man 7 in such high regard is the plot. I know, it's a Mega Man game, you're not going to expect much from the plot, but this really steps up the storytelling a notch. Dr. Wily always knew his schemes might end in a preposition. Failure! And had planned for just such an occasion. I hope it's an occasion that calls for cake and funny hats. Celebratory failure cake! 4 robots had been hidden away, and after 6 months, they were still there. I love the atmosphere in this introduction, the spooky fog on the ground, the eyes springing to life, the ghostly lights in the background, all of it, without being contacted by Dr. Willy. Who's that? Distant cousin? Dr. Larry Willy, maybe? I mean, they kind of look this... Begin searching for their master! ... So, solid premise, interesting visuals, an Easter egg or two, audio that really sets a mood, continuity with a previous Mega Man game, good pacing, good length. About 2 minutes or so seems to be ideal for a Mega Man game. 3 minutes is starting to push it. Anything more than that, unless the plot is really interesting or there's a lot of different stuff going on, could start to drag on. Is he looking at me? Oh no, not this again! Hit the deck! Is it safe to come out yet? Oh good, we almost didn't make it to the title screen, and then we would have missed the really great title screen music. It's one of my favorites in the series, and I'm talking over it, aren't I? Yay. I like the music. I like the intro. It's up there with Mega Man 5 as one of my favorite Mega Man intros, and now it's time for inoffensively good voice acting?
Can't this thing go any faster, Otto? The city's under attack!
Faster? The truck looks like it was designed to haul cabbage.
I'll try and punch it up a notch. Hold on, roll! But Mega Man, it's okay if you fall out.
I can't believe Wily is loose again. Won't this madman ever stop?
He won't be loose for long. Once Dr. Light gives Rush and me our new enhancements, Wily is history.
Good thunk. Whoa! End of line!
End of line? Suddenly slipped into Tron.
The road is too unstable to keep going.
You two wait here.
Mega Man, take me with you. I have a bazooka. No? Then take this helmet with you. I guess not. Personally, this scene is kinda funny, but it's been almost 4 minutes and we've only pressed the start button, so this scene is beginning to hold up the gameplay.
I do like that there is a sort of reference to Mega Man 2, where Mega Man starts without his helmet and then puts it on when he's ready to go into the adventure, which should start any minute now.
Good luck, Mega Man.
Aw, thank you. You know, when I first got my driver's license, for a good long while, this music was my driving theme song when I wasn't humming or listening to anything else.
Doctor! Are you okay? I'll bring back Roll to take care of you.
Or just shout, "Hey, Roll!" She's only on the previous screen. No, Mega Man, we have no time. That helmet gag of yours took too long. Wily is using the attack of his robots to cover his escape. Look at my excessive punctuation! I like how Dr. Light and Mega Man are looking in the right direction and Rush is staring intently at the wall in front of him. This is pretty cool. See how far away the prison is? How long do you think it would take to reach here from there in, say, a spaceship taxi? A minute? Couple minutes? Holy cow, Whiplash! Eyebrow! This totally makes up for almost not having eyebrows in Mega Man 6. And I love the graphical detail on the ship. Just the flashing lights. Very cool. I like flashing lights. You've got to go now, Mega Man. Get Rush and follow Wily's spaceship. Okay, well, getting Rush is easy enough. He's right there. Rush, come back! Why is Eddie a statue in the background with a plant coming out of his head? Anybody else notice that? Gameplay! Here's your new menu screen. All of the E-tanks and other collectibles have been moved to the second page, leaving room on the first page for all of your weapons and primary utilities. Let the show-offery commence! Woo! Despite any criticism I may level toward this game, I believe that Mega Man 7, contrary unfortunately to the opinions of many people in the fan community, is one of the better Mega Man games. In and of itself, Mega Man 7 is one of the best platformers the Super Nintendo has to offer, and if there were no other Mega Man games, we'd be pretty happy with it. Hey, you're that dude from the intro. I'm gonna blow you up. The trouble is, there were 6 games for the NES, 5 for the Game Boy, and 2 installments in the Mega Man X series by the time this game was released. I'm gonna jump through you now. I appreciate that this mini-boss has some battle damage on him, as though somebody already tried to take him down. So, I think Mega Man 7 is too often berated not because it's bad, but because it's different. But I'll talk more about that as the game progresses. In the meantime, I want to look at the destroyed enemies in the background. I am so sorry, are you okay? Hey! I just met you! This is crazy! Stop shooting at me! Okay, fine. You want to mess with Mega Man? You mess with Mega Man. And you mess with my dog, too. Oh, you got a dog, too. Or wolf thing. You're as good as they say, Mega Man.
You better tell me who you... are? Question mark?
I'm bass. Bass like music, not like a fish. And he's treble. We've been trying to stop Dr. Wily while you were gone. I see now that you don't need our help, dude.
I like Rush and Treble's little interaction here. Time for a nap.
Bass?
Dude, it's bass!
Good night, Rush. Ah, I see we've abandoned dots in favor of the style of password from Mega Man X. Mega Man 5 taught us how to spell. Mega Man 7 graduates us to numbers! Progress! Another idea borrowed from Mega Man X is the intro stage, which you just saw. I can take it or leave it. It's a nice warm-up and offers an opportunity for more plot and character development, but there's also something to be said about jumping right into the game. Carrying over from the Game Boy games, we have 4 bosses, instead of 8, or even 6. Clockwise from the top, it's Freeze Man, Junk Man, Burst Man, Cloud Man, but let's go to First Man Burst. You know what I mean. After much consideration, I've decided to bring Rush along for this stage, not as a stepping stone, not as a stylish suit, but as a true canine companion. Sick 'em, Rush! Goodbye, Rush. Okay, guard duty. Maybe you're a good guard dog, huh? Well, that's alright. If you just want to be a springboard, alley-oop, you can just be a springboard. But I'd still like to have Mega Man's best friend accompany me through this whimsical world of nonsensically oversized flasks in the background and molecules in the wall. Wall molecules. Molecules? Is that what those are? Rush, pay attention! Nightman, take note! This is what a capital of science looks like! Ooh, a free tank. And I didn't need to wait up there. Just slide under it. Not that you're supposed to be able to do that. Come on, Rush. Come here, boy. Let's be in this together. Not like that. I like Burst Man stage. It's probably my favorite in the game. It's got some of my favorite music in the game. Very upbeat. I love the detail in the foreground and the background. Water, glass, and flashing lights are some of my favorite aesthetics, and I generally like underwater stages. Ooh, landed on both of those at once. Very nice. Ah, and who needs a health refill? This section can be pretty tricky. Kerflam! These Metal Swim DX enemies don't seem to commit to a predictable pattern, and somebody was careless and left spikes all over the ceiling. So if you're really struggling, instead of standing around there getting picked to death, or accidentally jumping a little too high and going explodey-boo, there's no shame, well, minimal shame, in taking damage and pressing through there as quickly as possible, taking advantage of your invincibility frames to get by the enemies and the spikes. By the way, this is a giant crab I'm fighting. Thought you should know. Aside from this mini-boss, Burst Man himself, and the preceding section, special weapons really don't change the dynamic of this stage all that much. Are you still exploding? So I find this is a good this is a good pick for first, I think. This is a little different, where you're rising into the spikes instead of falling into them. I love the pacing of this stage. You start out with a couple of basic platforming challenges and those time bombs, and just as you get a feel for the time bombs, they add some enemies to the mix. Okay, Rush, enough sightseeing. I'm gonna start putting you to work again. So there's a quick but reasonable progression of the challenges in this stage, and a good variety of them too. Unlike, say, Ringman stage in Mega Man 4, which uses the same few challenges over and over throughout the whole stage, Burstman has time bombs, spikes, no spikes, high buoyancy water, low gravity water, these disappearing bricks, Yoku blocks, yell, scream, and die squares, and random enemy rooms you can pretty much bypass altogether. This is where things get really interesting. You need to watch your momentum when entering the water so that you don't go too fast, hit the spikes, and burst, man. Curious. Boom! What's that up there? R? For rotating? Now I have a rotating letter in my pocket. It tickles. Also adding to the challenge here, we have these metals. You need to get the timing right to be able to hit them while you're still paying attention to the ebb and flow of this tide. The fish that are bouncing up and down, and these CFN-24 mines that are hidden there and explode. Very sneaky, they kind of blend in. Now, normally I'll rush through this section because it's fun, it's a good challenge, and I'm impatient. If you get the timing right, you really don't need to slow down that much. But after several tries, this take was by far the best one. I didn't want to mess it up at the last minute. Blech. I like the dive man aesthetic through here, it's nice. Obviously, this will not be a perfect run, but as long as I don't die and it's vaguely entertaining, that's what matters. As for this fight, it may or may not be entertaining. I like Burstman. I think he's a great boss, and there's some insane potential here. It's tough to shoot him through the bubbles, and if you get encased in one of the bubbles, all of a sudden you need to frantically shoot and slide your way out before you pop on the ceiling, and then there's bombs all over the floor. I was talking before about the comparisons made between Mega Man 7 and other games in the series. One such comparison is about the graphics. Some people don't like the graphics in this game because they're different, and that's fine, but if you look at the alternatives, different is really the only way to go. If these graphics look like those in Mega Man X, you'd have people saying, well, this Mega Man looks exactly like X, except he can't dash, or wall jump, or get armor upgrades, therefore he is inferior. Likewise, if Mega Man 7 looked like the NES games, perhaps something along the lines of Mega Man The Wily Wars, which was also out at this time, the graphics would probably look fairly anemic compared to the huge bosses and richly detailed locations of Mega Man X. Either way, you're living in the shadow of Mega Man X. Plus, after an unprecedented 6 games on the same system in the same graphical style, you get used to things being a certain way. Game series grow up so quickly, sometimes it can be hard to let them move on.
Oh, it's a standoff! Blam!
That extra moment to savor your victory before the boss explodes is so satisfying. I think it's time for a victory dance. And/or total spaz out. As always, Mega Man absorbs the power of the defeated Robot Master, but this is the first time since Mega Man 3 that there's a tangible affirmation, aside from the cool special effect, that you've gained a new weapon. Mega Man changes colors before he moves off, and I like that.
The Danger App fires out a bomb encased in a bubble, doesn't it?
It may not be a live demonstration of the weapons like in Mega Man 6, but this'll do. Yes, but it can also be used to encase other things besides bombs, such as kittens and cheese. Oh, Mega Man, I should also tell you— No! Not this screen! Now I'll never be able to tell you that you can drop bombs on the ground by holding down when you fire, or that you can change the speed and trajectory of your bubbles by standing still, moving, or holding up. Well, I'm sure the players will figure it out for themselves. After all, who doesn't love playing around with a new special weapon? It's not like we forget they're there and only use the Mega Buster, right? Right? Let's go to Freeze Man.